Hello, my name is Scott Wade. I am 45 years old and I've been doing CrossFit for 1 year, just a little over 1 year actually. Um, I wanted to make this video because I saw so many videos out there early on when I started CrossFit. I'm one of those guys that researches, watches videos, what to expect, all that kind of good stuff. Maybe you're one of them, just like me. Um, and the one thing I noticed is after the first, I don't know, so many months, so many times, whatever, the videos kind of trail off and then it becomes more just CrossFit stuff. But the reason why I really wanted to make this wasn't just like 1 year, ooh, here I am. It was more about what did CrossFit do for me since I am a 45-year-old man. Um, total dad, full disclosure, married man, got 5 kids, very focused on them. You know, just like any other parent out there, my focus has been for them. And what did that mean? It means I didn't necessarily take care of my body as well as I could have. I'm sure many of you can relate to that, and maybe still can relate to that. And in the recent history, I'll tell you, I've got a video system, outdoor camera. It alerts me when somebody is out inside its scope, and it said, "Hey, there's somebody outside." So I looked to see who it was. I said, "Who the heck is that walking outside of my house?" And then I realized it was me. I didn't recognize myself. That was an eye opener for me, and that's something that got my attention. And my wife had been doing CrossFit for a few months at this point, raved about how much she loved it, and I thought, well, it can't hurt. Why not give it a shot? I was hooked from the very first day. But I'm going to tell you, I sucked bad. I mean, I couldn't even do push ups. I mean, I did some, but I couldn't finish out the set. I had to change to my knees. It was embarrassing. I'm a vet. I used to do a lot of push ups. How in the world did that happen? You know, that was very humbling. In fact, I finished that workout. I think it was like on a Thursday. That weekend, I did that workout twice so that I wouldn't come back the next week and embarrass myself that way. That's how I felt about it. I was embarrassed, and I was embarrassed because of what I knew I was capable of before. Um, that was a hard one for me to accept. So long story short, I'm not trying to get into a very long story here. I'm not trying to tell you everything that my body has changed. I will tell you there's been lots of really good changes. Um, I'm not a certified anything in nutrition or fitness or anything like that. I am just a guy who's been going to CrossFit. Shout out to Excel CrossFit in Manteca. That's where I do my workouts. Great coaches, great place to be, amazing environment. I only work out at 6 o'clock class. I don't know what the other classes are like, but just a great environment at that class. Have some really good people there. Community, you know, you hear about it all the time in CrossFit. Very real at this place. What did it do for me? My joints don't hurt any longer. They do not hurt any longer. Weird, I know. I've been dealing with some of my joints I've been dealing with since I was a teenager. This shoulder, I had problems with this shoulder when I was a teenager, and that problem's gone. I don't feel that pain anymore. You know, I had surgery on my left knee for a torn meniscus. They did a partial removal, and I constantly deal with on again, off again pain. And I still have a little bit, but it doesn't bother me like it used to. I used to go for a run, and I would hurt for a couple of days. That doesn't happen anymore. It'll bug me, but it won't stop me. CrossFit has been life changing for me physically. I've always been a very disciplined person. I've always been a very self motivated person. Meaning, if you tell me I have to do 50 of these, I'm going to do 50. Um, it may take me longer than everybody else, but I'm going to do 50, and that's how I do it now. So it hasn't changed me in that respect because that was always there. But what it did do for me as an older person was take care of some issues that were plaguing me that were sometimes causing me enough pain to slow me down. And that's huge for a guy like me. I am now a grandfather of a 2 year old. She'll be 3 in April. Um, and 2 years old, goodness. And I want to keep up. I don't want them to be outrunning me. I don't want to be the guy who says, I can't do that. And CrossFit has helped me do that. And let me just throw something out there. There's some people out there who are going to say, well, CrossFit doesn't do this and it doesn't do that. And I'm going to say, well, running doesn't do this and doesn't do that. What really matters is if there's a workout program or style that you like and you will do it, that's that's perfect for you. No matter what it is, no matter how complete or incomplete it is by the experts' opinions. Just do it. For me, it's CrossFit. It's hard, hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Concerned, and it's the most rewarding. I've never felt so rewarded in my life. Um, yeah, and I just felt like I needed to put something out there for people who may be on the fence or maybe started but not sure if it's worth it. Maybe a little older like myself, who haven't gone from straight working out for one type of program to the other, but are actually just coming in with the dad bod going on. And let me tell you, my dad bod's not what it was. I still have a dad bod, but it's not what it was. And um, it, it's it has made a huge difference, and it's the style of workout, it's the change, it's the variety, and it's the environment and the community. And I hope that maybe this helps somebody either keep going or get started. Because I read something not too long ago that said, "Don't compare your chapter one with someone else's chapter 20." Um, and that's what we're all guilty of, right? We all want it right away. I did one workout, I must be buff already. Um, Clearly, that's not the way it works. But uh, I'd say just go for it and get out there and put yourself out there and live that adventure. All right.